Welcome back. If you're a returning viewer to my channel, or welcome to the channel if you're here for the first time. My name's Justin, 54-year-old UK citizen. Lived in Connecticut, United States for the last 3 years. Previously to that, I lived in Asturias, Spain for 14 years. And before that, I was born and grew up in the UK and lived there until I was 38. So normally what I do is comparison videos, obviously with living in these three countries. I do comparing what's general life like and differences between these three countries, good and bad. And yeah, it's not always that the USA is better, as much as people say in the comments, the USA is better than every other country at almost everything. Absolutely not true, and only somebody who's only ever been in the United States and never ever left it to any other country would possibly ever say that. Anyone who's ever visited particularly European countries would not say the USA is the best country at everything. The only people that would say that is people who were born in America and have never left its borders. But anyway, back on to a different subject today. I'm not going to compare anything. It's as you guys know, normally I do videos of walking my dog. I take my dog on 1 and 2 mile walks on alternating days, and it's to help me keep weight off, keep fit, keep muscle strength. I'm a man getting older in life, in my middle 50s. You need to keep your muscles strong and make sure you don't get obese and things like that. And I also do fasting. People might have heard of intermittent fasting. I regularly do 18-hour fasts, and sometimes I do 36-hour fasts. So a lot of people ask me, well, when you're doing a 36-hour fast, what do you can't just not have anything. And I'm like, no, you've got to have electrolytes, right? Drink plenty of water, and 1 bottle of water mix I make up is my homemade electrolyte solution. I don't like to buy it because, especially here in the United States, talking about things that are worse, the things that you are allowed to put in food and drinks in this country is insane, that are completely banned in Europe, particularly like dyes and artificial colours and things like that. They are totally banned in Europe because they're known to be carcinogenic, yet they're in United States food and drink, particularly in candy, cakes, anything that's seriously sweet or seriously brightly coloured, and incredibly sold to children in soft drinks and cakes and cookies and all this. It's insane. So anyway, to cut that one out, I like to make my own electrolyte drink, which is very simple. This is filtered water. It's a Brit filter pitcher. I fill a 1 litre bottle, or 32 fluid ounces I believe is the closest American imperial measurement system to a litre, but 1 litre or 32 fluid ounce bottle. And that's for starters. So I'm going to show you then what gets added to it. This is Morton light salt, 50% less sodium. The reason I go for this one rather than just any low sodium, you see it says it has salt and potassium chloride. So in your electrolytes you need potassium as well as salt. So if you just bought light salt, you're going to need to add some other potassium in from somewhere. But this kills 2 birds with 1 stone, right? You're getting 50% less salt and the potassium in the same thing. So I just put 1/4 of a teaspoon, or sometimes 1/2 a teaspoon, because it's not overpowering the salt taste, but between 1/4 and 1/2 a teaspoon, depending on your own taste, of that added into the water and give it a shake. I don't need to waste time with you guys watching me actually do that when I've just told you what to do. 1/4 or 1/2 a spoon of that, depending on your taste. I would start with 1/4, and then you can add another 1/4 of a teaspoon in if you think you don't taste the salt at all. You want to be able to slightly taste the salt, right? So Morton light salt, they sell this in Walmart. That's where I bought it. It's like about $3, something like that, and it's going to last for years, right, if you only use it for this. Because on my regular food I use pink Himalayan sea salt, you know, the salt that comes with a grinder on the top to just grind it on your food as you eat it. So this is only used for my electrolyte drink, so it will last years. The next ingredient, so I have 1 whole lemon cut in half, and I'm going to squeeze both halves of the lemon into this bowl. So this is a small bowl that can easily take both halves of the lemon. So I'm going to squeeze that juice into the bowl, and then I'm going to put between 2 and 3 tablespoons of that juice into the bottle and shake it. So then I've had my salt in there, 2 to 3. Again, it's on your own personal taste. I actually put 3 tablespoons of lemon in because I really like the lemon taste. But as long as you're putting at least 2 in and up to 3 tablespoons, you're getting enough vitamin and stuff from the lemon juice. And obviously none of this spikes your blood sugar. There's no calories in any of this. And yeah, give the bottle another shake and you're ready for the next ingredient. The next ingredient is organic apple cider vinegar. Now you probably could use any organic vinegar, but I just prefer the apple cider vinegar taste. And this is an organic one that I believe I bought this one in Aldi, but I might have got it. Yeah, no, I bought it in Aldi. I'm quite sure I did. But you can buy apple cider vinegar in Walmart or any of your grocery stores. Normally, it's readily available. It's better to get organic for $1 more. It's better to get organic. I mean, these are not expensive. None of this stuff is expensive, right? There's only a couple, $2-3 per item that I'm showing you. So any organic vinegar, but if you like a little bit of a nice taste of the water that you're drinking, which I do, I much prefer apple cider vinegar. So I'm going to put, again, 2 tablespoons of this. You don't want to put too much vinegar in, so I'm not even going to go crazy and put the 3 tablespoons in. 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. If you did want to put a little bit more in, I'd then probably put 1 teaspoon in. 2 tablespoons and then 1 teaspoon. But you don't want the drink overpoweringly tasting of vinegar. You just want it as a little side, just enough to know it's there. Then the final ingredient is, so all of that, you would shake that all up, and that's actually it for your water electrolyte solution. I don't actually add the final ingredient to the bottle. I just take one of these. So when I'm either just before I'm starting the fast, so with the last meal I have before I fast, I take one of these. You don't want to take these during a fast because they can give you problems going to the toilet when you break the fast, and they can cause you stomachache and things like that. So you should always read the label and take medical advice. I'm not here to give any kind of medical advice. I'm just telling you what I take as my own electrolytes. So read the labels on here for any side effects, or if you are pregnant, you don't want to be taking these, and certain medical conditions you might have, it says don't take them. But if you're healthy and you need generally get magnesium in your diet anyway, but of course when you're fasting you don't. So I take one of those capsules a day, only during when I'm fasting. So I say that's confusing, I know. I don't take the capsule while I'm actually fasting. I take it just before I'm about to start the fast, and then another one with the meal after I finish the fast, right? But then if I'm on 3 days where I'm not doing any fasting, I won't take these for those 3 days at all. I only take them just before and just after a fast. So hopefully that cleared up any confusion. So that's my ingredients. All this stuff here goes in the water, and this you take separately before and at the end of your fast. And that is it. If you drink enough of this stuff, it actually removes any kind of hunger. Well, it does for me. I guess it don't for everybody. And I don't get hungry. I can do 36-hour fasts without getting hungry. I guess it's because I'm used to it. I started off as everybody did, doing it gradual. So a 12-hour fast is easy. Anybody can do that because pretty much 8 hours of it you're sleeping. If you had, say, like your last meal at 7 p.m. and don't eat anything that evening, go to bed only drinking water, and wake up at 7 a.m., you're already on a 12-hour fast. So say to do another couple of hours, you don't have anything till 9 a.m., you've just done a 14-hour fast. You've already had probably 2 hours there of burning off some fat without even doing anything. If you add in like walking, as I do, or any physical activity that gets you slightly out of breath, so you want to do walks either partially uphill or walk faster than what you'd normally walk, just walk into your car or something. You want to walk a little bit faster so you'll get slightly out of breath, gets your heart pumping. If any of this you're worried about because you might be seriously overweight, you need to get medical advice on it first. Speak with your doctor or practitioner online or a pharmacist or anything before just random. You don't just randomly start a 2-mile walk if you're seriously obese or something like that. You got to do it gradual. But I'm just telling you what I do. I'm not here to offer advice. This is just what I do myself. I'm not saying, hey, everybody copy this. It's just, but people ask me in my regular life, well, what do you have for electrolytes when you're not eating anything for 36 hours? So that's all what I'm saying. All that goes in the water. 1 litre, 32 fluid ounces of water. And that 1 capsule before starting the fast and 1 with the first meal after you end it. That's it. So yeah, I'm just sharing information. Go for it if you want it. Don't if you don't. But hope anyone who does try it and does start some walking and keeping fit, then good luck to you on your journey of whatever your goals may be on doing that. Take care for now, and I'll see you in the next video, which will probably be either about the World Cup or another comparison video. So hope to see you there, and that will be coming up shortly. I just wanted to add in one final thing, even after doing the the end screen on that video. Sorry to jump back in, but I meant to mention that people also ask, well, what kind of water do you use? Should I use regular tap water and just filter it in a Brit thing, which is what I do. My tap water is safe to drink. If you would normally drink tap water filtered, either a filter system within your piping coming from, say, like a well, or you have a regular city supplied water and it's safe to drink, then you can either just boil that or filter it. But one type of water I wouldn't recommend for this is distilled water. And that's because distilled water has had all its minerals taken out of it. And that's exactly what you don't want when you want electrolytes. So you don't want to use distilled water. But any other purified water, spring water, mineral water, anything you can buy in a bottle at the grocery store, or if your tap water is safe to drink, filter it or boil it, or both. Probably not boil it, just filter it if it's safe to drink. If it's safe to drink right out the tap and then you're filtering it, you're even getting rid of any kind of microscopic tiny elements that might be in there that shouldn't be, which is exactly what I do. It's just a Brit filter. Everybody sees these everywhere for sale, really cheap. Just a water pitcher with an inbuilt filter, right? Change the filter, say, every 2 to 3 months. If you're filling this up, refilling it daily. In a house with 2 kids and my wife, we fill this probably 4 times a day. I drink massive amounts of water anyway. I drink at least 2 litres of water every day, even when I'm not fasting. Just regular water, not this electrolyte. This electrolyte mixture is only during fasting. But regular filtered tap water, I drink about 2 litres, so that would be around 64 fluid ounces a day, every day, regardless. And in the summer, when it's hot now like this, I even push towards 3 litres. So yeah, sorry to put back in when you think the video had ended and add that in, but that's a question people do ask a lot, what kind of water. So any water that's not distilled water, basically, that's safe to drink.